Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, WHENTAYTALK. I am Tay, and I am here for another review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 6, Episode 9, ready to pop off. Okay. Let's start off with the good stuff. Everything on the channel is alleged and in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. And also, please like this video, okay? Subscribe to the channel. Okay, y'all, we at 7K. It's time to get to 8K and then 9 and then 10. Okay. And then 20. Y'all know how to do it. Keep on it. Please click the bell notification so that you know each and every time I upload a new video. And also, please, please, please share the video with family, friends, enemies, frenemies, whoever like Love and Marriage Huntsville. Or if you have a friend that has a narc in their life, send them this review. If you got a friend that has a boyfriend, but he acts like a queen, send them this video. Okay? Because they need to know what they're dealing with. They might not realize that they're dealing with the queen right now. Okay? Let's get into the episode. So the episode starts off with Marcel and Tisha dusty asses. Yeah, this episode was just pitiful. It wasn't giving anything. So anyway, Marcel and Tisha is in a house with a full jacket and everything on, a damn wig that looked like it fell out off the roof, like somebody threw it up in the roof, it's stuck, and then it just fell down on her damn head. And she said, "Oh, let me get my hair done." They said, "Oh no, it's something already up here. Let's go." Cut. Ma'am, this is not the wig for you. That is not the makeup for you. And I would like to tell you also that one of your biggest mistakes was letting Carson go as your hairstylist. I say again, she had your hair looking better than any time that your hair has looked. The couple times that you showed that she did it. Okay? Now, this makeup, I don't know if it's true that Marcel and your makeup artist is messing around, but it's given that it may be true because the makeup is through. Okay? You may not have glam on the set this day. I don't know, but the whole setup is not right, and you need Carson back. Because no, ma'am. Or maybe they trying to save money, so the budget that OWN has in the in there for them to get glammed up, she just like, I'll just keep that money and do it myself. Or one of these wigs that fell off the roof or whatever, the house is going to eventually fall, and I can just do that. Hopefully it's the day we're filming. Who knows? Okay. I don't know. But anyway, they're fake pretend moving. Tisha and they're acting like she packing up something. What are you packing up in that living room? Because it looks like everything that was already in that junky ass living room is still in there. And I say again, I think I'm a junky person. But when I have company over my house, especially if they're filming me for a TV show, my shit gonna be together. Okay? It's gonna be tidy. Okay? It ain't gonna be through just on a regular, pop-up moment. But it's still gonna be, the way their house is, I would not have my house filmed on TV like that. Like I said, my things would be very much so organized, blah, blah, blah. I'm not on TV. Just like here for my YouTube channel. This background looks lovely, right? Thank you, Pretty Brown Eyes, PBE. And she got her own channel, so go on over there and subscribe, Pretty Brown Eyes. And I think the eyes has a Z at the end of it. And then it's PBE. At the end of it. So, this setup, this is good. This is where the camera at. Now, if I turn this camera around, it's going to be a different story because we in my basement, okay? It's going to be a different story. That's what I'm saying. Just putting my own tea out there. But Tisha, this is not the life for you while you on TV. Acting and pretending like you millionaires. So anyway, Marceau comes by. I'm not going to say he came home. I'll say Marceau came by. Because the way he was looking gives very much so that he don't live there. In my opinion. So, instantly, he can't wait. It's school time. The Gossip Girl's in effect. Him and his wife. This is the only time, like, even when him and Tisha gave each other a kiss, he was like, so let me sit down and let you tell you what these bitches got going on. The girls are fighting. Okay? So, he like, oh man, y'all ain't tell me about Tiffany. Why would they need to tell you about Tiffany? What part of Tiffany's life interests you? What part of you as a grown man, allegedly, would be interested in anything Tiffany had going on? She's married to a man. Why would your wife have to tell you about Tiffany? Shouldn't she leave that up to her little girlfriends? Friend girls? In Martell? Friend girls? Shouldn't she leave that up to them? Shouldn't you leave this up to the women to discuss? Why would she have to come and tell you? Because that's the only time that y'all have a good time together. Is when y'all talking about other people's stuff, gossiping like two batches. I don't know about Tisha, but my man couldn't keep no other female's name in his mouth that much. Because what's up? But I digress. I really think that Mel is the only female that Marceau probably has ever been interested in. Other than that, I don't think that his preference is women. He act too much like one. He want to be one. He's shaped like one. All of that. Like, you just have too many bitch tendencies. It's too much. Like, you were too excited. You were too excited to talk to her about Tiffany and what she said to Sheree about Martell and her. And again, when I say a part that involves Marceau or Tisha, y'all jump in and let me fucking know. Because none of this included anything, had nothing to do with him. Why are y'all even talking about this? Can y'all talk about why the hell y'all moving and why the hell it's going to take 3 more years for y'all, a couple more years for y'all dream home to be ready? I never seen where somebody planned to get a house built. You bought this land 3-4 years ago. I never seen where it took 3 to 4 years to just get the time frame on when the house was going to be done. So it took y'all 3 to 4 years to tell us that it's going to be a couple more years before y'all house done. Who is the people that y'all had working on it? They didn't give y'all an ETA. And I know when people, I know that when people have, houses built, usually it does take more time than what you're quoted, but not by years. When it takes that long of a time, it means that there are some financial difficulties going on with the process. Okay, and I did say process. Okay? The cash not cashing. Okay? Because Tisha, what did y'all do with that damn near $1 million loan y'all took out? And I was talking to the girls earlier and dropped the mic, was like, when they have that type of stuff, they have to produce things to show the progress of this property. So what are y'all producing that's giving them any type of inkling that y'all are really building a fucking house? Because at this point, I don't think y'all are building a house. I think they're going to eventually sell this land and stay in the house that they in. Well, I think Tisha and the kids are going to be in that house because I don't think that Marcel stays there. I think that her and the kids are probably moving to his apartment until the house gets renovated. Even if they will have to stay in that house for a little bit longer until they get the stuff for the new house that they're getting built. I still don't understand why y'all would need to get that house renovated. For what? Why are you wasting money renovating that house? Just get it, leave it as is, because that's a waste of money if you're not planning on being there. That's money you could be using to pay off some of them lawsuits y'all got. Why are you renovating this house when the people are suing you about stuff for the new house already? It's not making any sense. But anyway, this is what I felt like they should have been talking about. Elaborate on that. We don't want to hear y'all talking about Tiffany now. And what Tiffany had to say about Marcel and Sheree's situation when that has nothing to do with y'all. So he thought Tiffany was intelligent, but she might be off a little slow. Like Tisha? Or actually like you? Because you only smart to Tisha. Tiffany asked what did he mean. So he proceeds to tell her about what Tiffany said to Tisha. She said the P word. Yes, she did. Because she's a grown-ass woman and Sheree is as well. I'm quite sure Sheree has heard the P word before. And I'm only going to say the P word because we're on YouTube. Okay? Because last night on Patreon, I was very much given the whole word. She didn't say the JJ or Punani or anything. Tisha, shut the hell up. Why is that surprising to you? And Marcel, I want to get a handle on you for a second. Because you acting like, for one, this has nothing to do with you. But since you want to act like it's just like Tiffany is on trial for murder, let's talk about this. And when people say things that's cruel, that really should be addressed. Because I didn't see none of this energy here When your buckethead ass wife was on Carlos Queen's show saying that adult mothers, like that male's mother, was dropping it low and busting it wide or something like that. That was fine. That was funny, right? But Tiffany asking Sheree if her stuff is good enough to keep, do she think her stuff is good enough to keep Martell? That's, oh my God, gasp. Tisha and Marcel, y'all in this damn lesbian relationship, I'm sick of it. Stop with the bullshit. You know, that is, quit trying to harp on this mess, because it has nothing to do with y'all, and it's not even that damn serious. Sheree is fine. She didn't have to go to the hospital because Tiffany said that to her. It's nothing happened to her. Her blood pressure probably didn't even raise. She probably wasn't even shocked. And if she was, like I said, I would have cussed Tiffany ass out. Like, I'm not about to talk about this with you. I don't even know you, girl. And again, Tiffany is Sheree's daughter's age. So you mean to tell me you gonna let this girl son you? Well, like I said, Sheree gave it right back to Tiffany. Let's talk about cheating. Okay. Because we all been cheating. Okay. I heard you. And that was it. Like, quit trying to make something out of nothing so that y'all can continue to go along with this old bullshit ass storyline. Stop it. Talk about your own stuff. I do not get it. I don't get it. So they go on to talk about that. And then, guess what? Tiffany get her butt home. And Lou's like, hey, what's going on? Why you looking like that? You ain't looking happy. So Tiffany tell him, yeah, I just met up with Martell about Selma. It was supposed to be about Selma, but yet he wanted to talk to me about what I said to Sheree when I talked to Sheree. So Lou was like, what you say? What you mean? What you say to Sheree? When Tiffany said what she said to Sheree, Lou was like, I know you been lying. Now, why did you say that? So she said her little BS or whatever she had to say about it, because she ain't got no excuse. Okay? Because she was wrong for saying it. And like I said, I keep saying this. Yes, Tiffany was dead wrong for saying that stuff. She shouldn't have been asking her that, but she did. And what we gonna do? Sheree could handle Tiffany, period. Sheree can handle Tiffany. What should not be happening is two guys approaching her about this, and then one of them acting like he don't know what's going on, but he got so much to say about it, but he didn't know what was going on. Stop it. And then, not even that, but y'all talking to her about this for what? Again, she can't go back and unsay it. So if y'all only thing y'all had was to intimidate her, and how masculine is that? For y'all two guys to try to call yourself checking a woman for one that's with child, with a man that we see is clearly undamn hinged. Anything could set him off, and you know that ain't none set him off more than the truth. So that's what I'm saying. The only purpose of them saying something to her was to try to intimidate her. Like, because what you was going to do, whoop her ass? Was that okay? Because Tiffany was wrong. Leave it at that. She was wrong. You calling yourself approaching her with this? So was it okay for you to whoop her ass or something? Like slap her or whatever? And why they cut that out? Why did they cut that out when they was talking to Lou? Or talking to Tiffany? Why did they cut that out? See, I don't understand. Like, why do y'all show this stuff in the previews? I guess they doing like temperature checks. And then y'all cut it out when y'all see that people get the fooling. I don't know. So anyway, Tiffany tell Lou like what they did, what happened or whatever. And Lou was pissed. Like, oh no, I'm going to say something. Because this is like the second time that they done call themselves doing some mess that I don't appreciate. And I'm going to say something. Like I let that slide the first time. But this time I got you. I got you. Because again, that situation could have been handled like it was when Tiffany was dead wrong, spoke out of pocket about Monster with Kimmy. Kimmy said what she had to say, and she told Maurice. When Maurice seen Tiffany and her husband, him and his wife, and then Monster Mama invited herself, and I don't blame her. Because if I was Kimmy, I would have been like, I ain't going nowhere. You didn't feel the need to tell me about it. I'm not about to talk to them with you about it. Get his mama. His mama here. That's how that would have went. But he approached Tiffany and her husband with him and his wife. Tiffany knew she was wrong. All she had to do was sit there. All she did was sit there and cry and apologize. So that's that. Lou said he's going to get in that ass and not the way they like it. Okay. Next up we had Kimmy and Maurice. I don't know where they was going. But I do not like how Kimmy looks like. She look at Maurice like she watching him on TV. Like she's hanging on every word he says when he's not saying nothing. So Kimmy brings up that, since the treatments and stuff like that, that the sex life has, decreased. Her stamina has decreased. She don't want it. Ever. And I don't know if it's a side effect of what she's going through or if it's a side effect of her life and what she's going through with Maurice. And that she's realizing that she's married to a bum. And that's not attractive. It's not a turn on. Ain't no way I can have a man sitting up, my husband, sitting up, and I got to constantly talk to him about helping with cleaning and stuff like that. And his son is there. And he don't none of that is attractive. And again, I feel like Monster probably don't want to clean up because he probably like, Maurice, what are you doing here all day? Pops. We'll never see Maurice go to work. If y'all have, let me know. Even when he there, the 2 clients he had was here on the show. The other ones is complaining about wanting their money back. In my opinion. So Kimmy is saying that most of the time that they even get down with the get down, that she's not into it. She's just happy when he releases, and that's all she cares about. She ain't even trying to satisfy herself because it ain't no satisfying. Maurice is sitting there looking like a damn fool. Like he didn't know this girl was faking. I guess he thought he had it like that. I don't know. And I don't know why he didn't think about that anyway. telling her that he only wants to, get into that when she wants it. That won't happen because she just said she never wants it. Oh my God. And I am so happy that Maurice, not his confessional looks, but his clothes on the show are looking a little better. I will give him that. Kimmy is looking, she's looking good in this episode. In her confessionals, I love her confessional looks with the little coral on and the reverse curls. I'm loving the looks this episode. Even with her with the turpin thing around her head, even when she met with her friend. Like, it was given that. But Kimmy and Maurice, spare us. We don't want to hear this shit. Okay? Kimmy, what we're interested in is, where's Jalen? How is Jalen handling this? What do Jalen have to say about Monster and Maurice laying around while you sick and struggling and they not helping you around that house? Huh? Can we get some of them? Let's get and tap into that. Because this cannot be your only concern with you going through what you're going through. We had on Patreon last night. We had the live watch party on Patreon last night, and Keontae was on there. And of course, we know that Keontae, I think she's 5 years free, cancer free from breast cancer, and she got emotional about this because she feel like this is a slap in the face. Like, Kimmy, with the audience that you have some damn nerves coming on here talking about your libido. Out of all the damn things you could be educating black women on about this disease and going through this is what you talking about. I don't blame her. And she said, and Kimmy a damn lie. She says, the doctor tells you all of this stuff. They break all of this stuff down. I know Cookie is white as a dog walking past with they people. Like, they told, like, and then like somebody put in the chat then too. Even if the doctor didn't tell you this, you was a nurse for over 20 years. You know it. Like, quit acting like you didn't know this. And again, why are we even discussing this? So that's their little raggedy thing. So then Kimmy comes up looking cute again. And she has on like a wig this color. And I think this color looks very good on her. Her skin looks tanned a little bit too. And she's on there with her friend. Now I want to ask y'all, because the girls and on Patreon, they said that it was, let me see if they show her name. Because Kimmy meet up with her best friend, Andrea. That is her. Andrea, her best friend. That's that architect or engineer lady from like the first season. Martell introduced her to, was it Marceau? Or something like that. And then when they were all at this event, Mel, Marceau, her, the Andrea lady, they were all at this event. And that's the one when Mel told Marceau to finish the project. When he was telling her that he'll mentor her and stuff like that. And she was like, boy, finish the project first. And that was her. So that is her. So how her and Kimmy is best friends, I don't know. But anyway, so again, Kimmy is talking to her about this. Kimmy, didn't your father pass in December? Why you not talking about that? Your father passed while you're going through cancer. You don't know what your outcome is about to be because you have the most aggressive form of it. Your parents had just moved down there to be with you after, you were diagnosed and stuff like that. And then your father passes away. Can you talk about some of that? Like, what? I be wanting to know, like, what are they really hiding? That they don't want to talk about the real things that's going on in their life. Drop the Mic said maybe they just don't have nothing going on. But those are things that's going on. Your father passing. Your son, showing your son and his reaction to this, how y'all dealing with day-to-day life about this. Like, even when y'all was talking about, when they were talking about the Monster helping and stuff like that, like, they didn't even bring up the cancer issue. Like, Kimmy's sick. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to help her around the house? Like, Maurice didn't bring that up to his son. Not like even to him. Like, Kimmy didn't bring it up. Like, I'm sick. I'm going through these radiations. I'm going through chemo. I'm going through these surgeries. But yet, I'm the one in here meal prepping for y'all. So y'all can have food to eat when I'm down. Instead of y'all making sure that I'm eating. It's... They are a mess. They are just a mess. I cannot. Kimmy, find something. Ugh. I'm done with them. Then we get to the baby shower. This where it's about to pop off, about to set it off. Okay? So, everybody get there, Nell, Maurice, and them. So, I don't know if this must not be their house. Tiffany, I don't know what those maternity pictures was. They was not looking right. That was not, no. And it looks like they had it at somebody else's house, and it must have been close to theirs. And it looked like it was raining, so it looks like that boy looked at, I don't know if that was Lou or Tiffany's son. Because he kind of looked like Lou, but I think that's Tiffany's son. Looked like he was bringing them to the house or wherever they were at on the little golf cart. So maybe they rented out an Airbnb or something like that, and then they're having the thing there. So Courtney and all them come, whatever the case may be. I don't know what the hell Stormy got on. Stormy, are you like Courtney wearing that suit looking like a pimp? Did you get that remade for you to look like a madam? You got on. Like, it's like, it looks like the print that you put on furniture, that you have on furniture like a couch. And then had feathers on the end. It just looked at a mess. I cannot. But anyway, and Nell pissed me off this episode. Nell, you on strike too. Just giving you a little warning. You on strike too, Nell. Looking your little Care Bear looking ass. I don't like... Nell didn't even have to mention that what they were even talking about. When Mel came to the table, they could have all just continued on, and not continued on, but just changed the subject and talked about something else. Because for one, y'all at Tiffany baby shower talking about her and the disgusting things that she said to somebody else at her baby shower. And for two, it has nothing to do with none of y'all mofos that was at that table. It didn't affect none of y'all. So why are y'all talking about it? So when Mel comes up, then Nell's like, and again, Kimmy is looking gorgeous. I like what Tisha had on too. She still had on that haystack on her head, but I digress. She comes and says, so when Mel sit down, and they was fucking that food up. That food did look good though. Mel come and sit down, and they like, Nell like, are we gonna talk about this with Mel here? And so Tisha like, yeah, we don't want to make her feel uncomfortable because, well, we were saying that, Tiffany was asking Sheree something. And Mel was like, y'all not gonna make me uncomfortable with shit. So when they said actually what they was talking about, Mel like, oh, okay, let me just go and get me something to eat. Okay, because what you got to say? Go on and say it, Cookie. What do you have to say? Okay, we're done. Y'all, she messy. Go on. So, Nell said the stuff about, Tiffany asking Sheree if her good enough to keep Martell. And Chris checked Mel. He said something to Mel, and she kind of like I said, looking like a little cute Care Bear. Like we were saying on Patreon last night, like, first of all, like I said, the conversation was inappropriate anyway to be having there at her baby shower. Y'all talking about what she said, but y'all not talking about them two grown ass men that called themselves checking her either. But also, why y'all talking about this stuff in front of y'all husbands? So what if Sheree would have said, yeah, it's good enough? You don't think y'all husband's gonna be sitting there like, shoot, I sure would like to try it and see, check it out. Why would y'all be talking about this kind of stuff in front of y'all husbands? Like, women, we gossip all day, every day, or whatever the case may be. But when your man is around, for one, he shouldn't even be sitting there listening to that mess. And for two, you don't want to be talking about no other woman in front of your man. For what? Like I said, so he can get intrigued, curious. And the way y'all thoughts on the damn show, y'all need to be keeping y'all husbands as far as away from anything that revolves PC. Okay? So Mel get up, get her something to eat. Then she come back or whatever. And then Stormy wanted, well, did you know Sheree? You know Sheree? Mel, like I met her once a while ago in Birmingham, and even in Birmingham. Stormy couldn't wait, but Courtney, you surprised me. Stormy like, well, Tiffany was, talking to her, and she was telling Tiffany like, that you was a fan. And Mel was like, a fan of who? Like, what has she done to make me want to fan out on her? Because at this point, all y'all at this table, y'all my fans. Courtney was like this. Tisha was like, looking like a damn gopher. And Courtney sitting over there looking like a swole ass hyena. You so happy for? Stormy couldn't hold her assignment either, but at least she tried to contain herself and was asking the question. And if she was a fan of hers, what does that mean? You see how evil it is for a bunch of motherfuckers to sit around and try to say stuff that they feel like is going to hurt this person? Even though we know Mel don't give a damn, why would y'all sit there and intentionally try to hurt her? Because what's the purpose of any of this if it's not aimed to try to hurt her or make her feel some type of way? But I digress, because like I said on Patreon last night, Mel, get your shit together. You need to fight fire with fire. So when they start bringing up all of these stupid stuff that don't make no sense to you, don't have nothing to do with you, and it's stuff that they know that they wouldn't agree with or won't nobody come asking them or nothing like that, push it back on them. Oh, since Nell want to know if, you know, we should continue this conversation with Mel here. Oh, let's talk about when Chris was cheating on you. You know, wait, did you want to hear about the other girl and stuff like that? Like, so your stuff wasn't good enough to keep Chris, right? Did you feel like that, or you just felt like it was just a one-off? Boom. Stormy, I don't know, like, I'm not a fan of charades, but like I've been waiting like for those products. You know, I've been waiting like I only met her one time, and it was like years ago. Like the same time frame that those people waiting on their fucking products from you. Yeah. Any other questions? Oh no, Tisha. No, I'm okay with hearing stuff about Martell. Yeah. Just like I know you okay with all them girls that you know your husband fucking with. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. That's how you gotta play with these motherfuckers. Since they want to sit here and play in your face, that's how you got to hit them back with it. But when she do that, then, oh, she's bitter, she's that. No, let's do this. Let's do this. Quit coming to me with this mess, because y'all know I'm not interested. And since you know I'm not interested, the only reason you coming to me with it is because you think it's hurting me. And it ain't. I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to be involved in anything that got to do with him. I don't even want to be involved with him when it comes to our kids. So then Marceau and Lou come. Tisha came by herself. She said she don't know if Marceau is coming because him and Tiffany had some words. Him and Martell had some words with Tiffany about some stuff that she said to Sheree. Tisha, do that make any damn sense to you? Why the fuck would that upset him? For him not to want to come to her baby shower? What did that have to do with him to make him not come? Why your ass there then? Because if you don't know if your husband coming, then you shouldn't be there. But guess who knew he was coming? Martell, because him and Martell came in hand, in my opinion. Where they coming from? The hotel that y'all building? I'm just playing. Where they coming from? That you ain't know he was coming. But he coming showing up with the very mofo that you claimed that he had the little situation with Tiffany with. So anyway, so they come in and Marceau like hugs Stormy. Ben Downs hugs Stormy. Courtney trying to get him a dap or shake his hand. Marceau left him smooth hanging. Courtney like, he didn't hit his own yet. Okay. Because Marceau done clean smooth ignored him. That shows again how much of a Mitch he is. Because when men greet couples, aren't they supposed to greet the man first? And then address their wife or their lady that's there with them? I thought that's how etiquette goes. I just thought that's how it went. And when women greets a couple, they greet the wife first and then the man. That's just how I thought it went. Now, if it's not like that, y'all tell me. Because it's strange for a guy to come and see the couple there and you hug my wife, but then you dismiss me. Courtney, you should have been feeling some type of way. You should have been like, dog, I'm here. What's up? And how are you today? Dog. Because if you see my wife sitting in front of me, you see me right behind her. He didn't even acknowledge Courtney. And then he go over there and try to hug Tisha, and she like, don't put your hands on me. She did like a Miss Vick. Get your goddamn hands off of me. Try to put your damn hands on me. Ouch. Yikes. What do y'all think? Gasp. Yes, gasp. He was not there for it. I digress. But anyway, so then Mel, as soon as she seen Martell, she said, deuces. So we gotta watch the screen to see how long it be when Mel comes to the events that Martell gonna be at, or that, you know, how long it's gonna be from the time of interest to the time that she exit. Okay, we gotta watch that time clock and see if that's on her contract, like she did with Destiny at the rent party. It was like, okay, I got 10 more minutes and I can go. Full check. Okay, so Martell longing for Mel to say anything to her. Mel looked like she was out of that boy like an assassin. I thought he probably was like, I thought Mel was right there. I know he was confused. I know he was like, what the happened to Mel? I know Mel was right there. He probably was like, Mel didn't come. Because I could have sworn. He probably thought he was seeing things like he be. He probably had to pinch himself. Ouch. He probably had to pinch himself to make sure he wasn't asleep. Like he be seeing her in his dreams. And realized that he was at the baby shower. I know he probably was like, I know I just seen her. Let me get on. Just ignorant. So they didn't even get a plate. Lou was like, bring your asses here. You two, come to the front. You know how they call you in the store? Like if you leave your lights on in the parking lot, they be like, license plate number 46. License plate number 304 QUEEN, Alabama. Please come to the front. Your lights are on. Bring your asses here. Come to the front. Come to the front. So they go out there. So Lou like, what the f happened with my wife and y'all? He talking to Martell. Marceau jumping in. What the fuck are you again? Why are you even in talking? He asked Martell the question. Because basically what you did was get his wife there under false pretenses in order, and now you want to talk to her about something else and check her. So Marcel like, well, she was running that. Lou said, I never said she wasn't wrong. I asked her, why did you ask that shit? He said, but was y'all wrong for what y'all did? You come to me. Marcel like, I ain't got to come to you. I ain't got to come to you. Okay, but Marcel, what about when at the rent party, When the fight was getting ready to break out, when your mama and Mel was going back and forth and you was standing between them and Martell was just standing there. Marcel pulled you to the side and said, get your from over there. You're not protecting your mama. None of that. Because if somebody touches my wife, I'm going to jail. You're going to the damn infirmary, okay? Because your ass is going to be beat, okay? You ain't going to be going to no damn jail. For what? Scratching somebody? Because the only one we seen you bossing toughed up on that day was Tisha and Wanda. Okay, let's clear that up. So, it was fine, like, for Martell to check off into Tiffany about that shit. And like I said, y'all know Martell, the first thing that upsets him is the truth. When you say anything about his truths, he's mad. So, that was fine. And Tiffany's pregnant. But when your wife was over there in the mix trying to protect her mama or stand in some middle or something with her mama, which she should have had her dumb ass over there doing, you said Martell is a man and we all know that he's uncontrollable. Even when it comes to women. So that was fine though. It was fine for him to approach Tiffany, even though you know, and you said out your own bald ass mouth that he don't know how to control himself, especially around women. Get the fuck off of my screen. So Lou checks into he said, oh, I'm going to do just that. And if you got something to say, I'm going to beat your ass. And then Martell like, well, I wasn't wrong. Lou said, wait, you gonna tell me da-da-da-da-da? And he was, tapping on him. And Martell, wait, get your hands off me. Lou said, baby, that ain't, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Then here go Maurice, coming out. Let me go and check. I hear them outside. Let me go and, be the peacemaker. Soon as he get out there, he talking with them. But you don't know what's going on, but you talking to him. How many people did Marceau call and tell this stuff to? Because we know Martell ain't called and tell nobody. So who told Nell and Chris, Tisha, we seen who told Tisha, Kimmy and Maurice, Stormy and all them. Oh, I think Tiffany told Stormy now. But soon as he come out there, Maurice come out there because he knew Lou was going to get in that ass. Soon as he come out there, he talking crap. Instead of breaking it up and making a peace, he out there talking crap with the three blind mice back together again. Or the three damn stooges, Larry, Curly, and Mo. Mo being Maurice. So, they do all of this. And then, when they seen Lou wasn't backing down, Marceau, try to make a joke. Marceau tried to make a joke to loosen it up. Lou went ahead with it, and they ain't showed the parts about him saying that he was, Tiffany should have got smacked and all that type of stuff. Why? Y'all was bold enough to show us that shit on the preview. Why you ain't showing the episode? Why y'all didn't show? And it looked like that scene was chopped and screwed because it went from 100 back to 10 quick. No, I don't think Lou gave up that easy. I think they were scared. And why y'all didn't show Lou getting in their ass? The same way y'all showed Martell going off on Mama Van. The same way y'all show him bossing up on Mel. Why y'all didn't show Lou getting in them and getting in their ass? Because it wasn't the way they like it. And that's all I got to say about this episode. Tiffany come up. She's crying. She's feeling dizzy and nauseous and stuff like that. I think Lou gonna end up rushing her to the hospital. But I don't know. It looked like she might have been having some type of anxiety attack. I don't know. You know, it could have been because of what they was doing at her party. Like, why would y'all be at my baby shower talking about that? That was just as inappropriate as her talking about it to Sheree. I guess it's payback. But anyway, I digress. That was the end of the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the episode. Put down in the comments what y'all rate the episode, because it's a mess. It wasn't good until the last little minute, but I made it work, I guess. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm about to premiere this video as soon as it upload, and we gonna talk about it in the comments, live chat, whatever the case may be, okay? That's all I got. Y'all make sure y'all like this video. Like the video. And subscribe to the channel, okay? And until next time, y'all. Bye.